Welcome into Trivia Night Live, a weekly trivia show where you get to compete for prizes, glory, and your name getting shouted out a dozen times, at least, maybe 100 times over a 90-minute-ish broadcast. I'm Joey Wright. I'm the community ambassador over at Footballguys, and I'll be here with you each week with some incredible guests from Footballguys, from around the fantasy industry, fantasycares. Tonight, I have got two incredible guests. When I was going through the schedule of what the theme weeks would be, both of these guys asked for the exact same thing. It is 80s movie week. That's why we are here. And I think only two of us on camera right now were like in our maybe like close to teen years in the 80s. Am I aging you too much there, Jorge? I'm not sure. First
I
off,
was there.
You were okay.
I was born in the 80s.
Staff editor over at Fantasy Life. He is my poppy. I know he's your poppy too. Jorge Martin, how you doing today, buddy?
Oh, muy bien, muy bien, muy bien. I'm with my amigos. It's mis hermanos. This is so good. And I see that Dame and Scampers are in the house. We are overdue for beers,
guys.
We are. Oh my goodness, this is good. No, I'm so excited. So excited to be here. Like, I love that. Joey, you even gave me the option to sit out tonight, but I'm like, no. Number one, number one, it's you and Tip tonight that I'm going with because of Memorial Day. Hey, shout out to everybody shout out to everybody who gave up their lives and those who protect our rights and freedom. Thank you very much. I've got some familia who are out there, but you know, with it being the holiday, I was just like, you know what, I still got to be with mis hermanos because it's also the 80s. We're going back to the 80s. Vámonos.
We are. Speaking of that, Jorge, I want to know, and actually, I think I know your favorite 80s movie. I wrote it on my hand. I want to see how well do I know my poppy. So on the count of three, say your favorite 80s movie.
Princess Bride.
You ready? One. Okay. There
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, wow. Look at you do know his poppy. There you go.
I knew my poppy.
Princess Bride.
Talking about the Princess Bride, Jorge. Why do
you know what?
So
you know, it's funny. I got dragged to the movie back in what was it, 1987, and it was magic on the screen. It was just magic on the screen. Just everything about it. It's one of the most cleverly written movies that I've ever seen. And then I mean, it just brings in so much, and that really should not be a big hit. And but yeah, I just, everything was beautiful about it. It's so cleverly written. I can't tell you how many times I've said "as you wish." I can't tell you how many times I've said "I am not left-handed." You know, or I mean, gosh, there's a marriage. The marriage is what brings us together today. I mean, it's just and 15 seconds. I ended up one time getting like a 20 to 30 minute just audience with Rob Reiner at Dodger Stadium, and it was absolute. I told him his son was interning for the Dodgers at the time. I was helping him out with something. They were together. And I stuck out my hand and I said, I'm a huge fan of The Princess Bride, and he said, that's my favorite book. And he said, I can't tell you, every day I said, I hear about two movies almost every day. When Harry Met Sally and The Princess Bride.
Classic.
And he told me stories about how Andre the Giant couldn't read English. So he actually showed him, he actually acted out his parts on tape so that he could help him, learn his lines. I mean, just absolutely magical. Absolutely magical.
It is. It is such an incredible film. I as a kid, I think I saw it because I loved Andre the Giant, and then you just fall in love with it. Wallace Shawn, the whole inconceivable and all that.
And he thought he was going to get fired every day because he kept messing up his lines. So it just and then hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. So okay. Tip,
I knew you would do that, I took that question out. There is a Princess Bride question, but I did take that specific thing because I knew it would come up. Jorge is not alone tonight. With us also is a staff writer over at Footballguys, and he also writes and does content for Odds Checker US. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tip Major. Tip, how you doing tonight, buddy?
What is up, man? And I feel bad because I've never really watched Princess Bride. I'll be honest with you guys. I've heard a lot of great things about it, but that's one of the 80s movies I haven't seen. But I will tell you my favorite. My favorite 80s movie, there's a ton of them, but the one that's sticking out to me the most right now is Trading Places with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd. I mean, that is, you talk about a well-written show. And then it's funny because in Coming to America, Mortimer and his brother Winthorpe, they make a cameo in there, and it's just so cool how they intertwine everything. Movies are not made like that. And you know, I was 1 year old when that movie came out, so I didn't see it until later in life. But it's a movie that I have to watch every holiday season. I got to watch it twice, once on Christmas and once at New Year's, because it's a Christmas/New Year's, a little bit of Thanksgiving movie too. Set in Philadelphia. It's an amazing movie for me, man. So I love Trading Places. Billy Ray Valentine, all the stuff that he gets to do out there, man. Eddie Murphy. I want to say that was like his first movie or like close to it. And it's just crazy to see him at that age and the energy that he brought. So yeah, I'm a big Trading Places fan.
Yeah, it was right in there with 48 Hours.
Yeah, right in that area.
48 Hours was Eddie's first movie. He became a star overnight at, was it 19 years old?
It's
insane.
Crazy, dude.
He just blew up overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's so hard for me to pick a favorite 80s movie. Like I guess you said The Shining, but I'm gonna just tell a story. I didn't know how to kiss a girl. I had never kissed a girl before. And I asked my dad, I was like, I'm gonna kiss a girl for the first time, and I'd like to know like how to do that. And he goes, and we lived apart. He goes, I want you to go to Blockbuster, and shout out Blockbuster Video.
Wow. Yeah. 100%.
I want you to go to Blockbuster. I want you to rent Top Gun. Check it out and watch it. And so when I kissed a girl for the first time, I did like the full, like, take my breath away, hand to the cheek, pulled her in, and she's like, what the hell are you doing? And I was like, Maverick did it. And she didn't kiss me. But the next girl, she did kiss me. And so that all worked out. But yeah, Top Gun is probably my favorite 80s movie. The one I've definitely watched the most from the 80s. So yeah, cool. Guys, we're not alone tonight. The chat's here. And chat, let me know. I want to put your favorite 80s movies up throughout the entire show. I see a lot of people saying who was originally cast as Marty McFly. It was Eric Stoltz. It was not Danny Glover. Silly scampers. Beth in here, excited to see us tonight. He is one of our grand champions here on Trivia Night Live. Yes, Andrew, Eric Stoltz, and there is footage of some of the test footage they did with Eric Stoltz. So definitely check that out on YouTube. Dame's in here with us. Trivia totally tubular. Absolutely. Hopefully,
like, oh my God,
let's go.
Blaylock. Speaking of,
yo, what up, Blaylock?
Oh, Tips here. He's in the chat. He's everywhere, guys. Joey has already won Trivia Night with that Princess Bride answer. Okay. And then we got Mel in here.
Mel, what's up?
I would like Mel sent me. I need to bring it on the show. She sent me a lovely little trivia box of cards, and I'm going to be using those in for an upcoming week that I have coming up. I'm going to use that little present you sent me. So thank you so much for that, Mel. I really appreciate that. Joey with the slamma jamma. Okay, Calvin's in here. What's up, Calvin? Charlene. Oh my gosh, knowledge. Yeah, my officiant did it at my wedding. Yeah. Did he do it at your wedding too? Yeah. I think they all do it.
I love it. I love it.
This is awesome.
Okay, Scampers. Let me see if I can do it. No, I can't do it. I can't do Andre anymore. It's like, doesn't anybody do with the peanut? I can't do it anymore. Joey taught me it's Craig.
What's up? Wow.
Oh, Tootsie Pop in here.
What's up,
Tootsie? What a crew here. Hi, Joey. Hi, Tip. Hey, Jorge.
What is going on?
Why are you smiling? Because I know something you don't. Oh, because I know something you don't know. Mm-hmm. Hello, chatting friends. All right, so guys, let me know what your favorite 80s movie is. I don't see anybody mention it.
Yeah.
Scamper saying we're back.
Somebody said Big Trouble in Little China. That's a good one too.
That's another good one.
Oh my goodness.
And Craig saying Ghostbusters or Predator. Okay.
Okay. I can get with that.
Yeah, Retro Coach.
Get to the chopper. Yeah, I can get with
48 hours.
Yeah. Never ending story. Look, never ending story. Yep.
Yeah. Practice on the pillow. Obviously, Joey. The pillow.
Harlem Nights. Yes. Yeah. Another good one. That was like Eddie's. Like for me, that was Eddie Murphy. The 80s was like his That was his golden years for me. And it was the beginning of him. And it was crazy, man. Like, I mean, he brought up some stuff later on, but man, that early 80s stuff was amazing.
I mean, when you think about it, when you think about it, trading play, 48 hours trading places and Beverly Hills Cop with, you mentioned it earlier, the Coming to America. I mean, look at those. Those are some bangers right there. You'd love to have one of those on your career. And he had that before 30.
Yeah, it's insane.
There might be questions about all those movies tonight. I don't know.
Oh,
Retro Coach. I got to tell a story. I showed my daughters Pee-wee's Big Adventure for the first time last week. Not this weekend. The last weekend. My oldest, not interested. My youngest, glued to it. Eliza loved Pee-wee, watched the Broadway show Saturday morning. So she is all about Pee-wee Herman now. And if you ever saw Starts and Citations, I owed the biggest debt of gratitude to Pee-wee Herman. I learned everything that I ever knew. And there's a really great documentary right now on HBO about Paul Rubens. Had a little bit of a storied life, but definitely brought a lot of joy to people. So check that documentary out for sure. Aliens. Darren Peterson. Aliens.
Oh my goodness.
I've conceded to the point to where I love them both now, but there's no reason to argue what's better than the other, because I do think one's an action movie, one's a sci-fi movie, and that's the way to differentiate between Alien and Aliens. So I will say that Aliens is the best alien movie of the 1980s, because Alien came out in the 70s. So that's how
right. It's like 79.
Look, I almost said Rocky 2, and I had to go back and look at it because I was like, oh, that was 79. Because yeah.
Oh yeah. The Rocky 3 was my favorite of the Rockies.
Yeah, Rocky 2 and 3 are up there for me. Yeah. Man.
Jeff Blaylock throwing out the best sports movie of all time. Bull Durham.
Absolutely. Bull Durham is close second behind Princess Bride. With Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi in their own category. They're kind of like in their own hollowed wing of my Hall of Fame. Breakfast Club. Any John Hughes movie.
Yeah.
There might be some John Hughes questions tonight. Charlene. Incredible call here. Better Off Dead. If you've never seen Better Off Dead, there's an untraditional Christmas movie that everybody should see. Really, really great call out there. Oh man. Wait. Few, I don't actually own it yet because it's kind of hard to find on Blu-ray.
So I don't know if Calvin's referencing this movie, but he said show enough. So look, Last Dragon. Last Dragon.
Wow.
That's a movie that I told my kids, I was like, look, guys, you got to watch this movie at least once. And they were glued to the glued to the TV the whole time. So that's another good one.
Oh man.
Outsiders. Yeah, that's my daughter's favorite.
Oh geez.
Yeah, they're hitting The
Shining. I built my whole 40th birthday was built around The Shining. Went to Estes Park, Colorado, to the Stanley Hotel.
Oh wow,
nice.
Stephen
King wrote the book. Yeah, so I'm right there with you, Mel. All right, guys, we got the QR code up on the screen. Go ahead and join. We're going to do a little bit of housekeeping real quick, and then we're going to get into this first game. Let me get to my part of my script. This part where I say housekeeping. All right. If you're watching us here on the Fantasy Cares YouTube channel, go ahead and like and subscribe. If you're watching us on Footballguys Live YouTube channel, go ahead and like and subscribe there as well. And if you're not watching us on one, jump to the other and give the likes and subscribes. We like all the likes and subscribes. Also consider making a donation to Fantasy Cares. Your donations go to great causes like the annual Toys for Tots toy drive. And you can go to fantasycares.org to donate today. Now, to play the game, go ahead and scan that QR code on the screen or go to Kahoot.it on your web browser. From there, you'll need to enter a code. And the code for the first game is 679-5566. From here, enter a nickname. No vulgar names, guys. Let's keep it clean. I love 80s movie reference names. That'll be a lot of fun. So do that, but don't say anything dirty. We don't want to kick you off the show, and I do know how to do that now. Once the game begins, a question will come up on the screen here as well as on your device. Answer by clicking or tapping on your choice from your device. Accuracy and speed will count. They'll both factor into your score. So the quicker you answer correctly, the more points you'll get. You'll have 45 seconds to answer each question. Each game will consist of 12 questions, and we'll be playing 2 separate games per show. At the end of the game, the person with the highest amount of points will be our winner. And the theme this week, of course, is 80s movies. For the first game, we'll be giving away a Footballguys Elite subscription. And in game 2, we'll be giving away a Scott Fishbowl spot.
Oh,
guys,
nice.
Are we ready?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's see if we got any other. Okay, Craig, got to clean it up, buddy. Got to clean it up. Oh, Total D in here saying anything from John Hughes. Oh, there's Retro Coach. They're not Miami Connection. Excellent cult classic there.
By the way,
cult classics just really been discovered. Filmed on campus at UCF, where my wife graduated from.
Yeah,
Mike and Eric Stoltz, the original Marty McFly. All right,
so
guys.
if you see Lloyd Dobler in the in among the contestants, that's me.
Yeah, no holding boom boxes outside any windows tonight. All right, guys. We got 22 people in there. Let's go ahead and start this first game up. All right. Kahoot at work, because I'm at work. You guys are just hanging out. I'm gonna
love it.
Pay the bills.
You're on the clock.
All right. First question. Before Harrison Ford, who was originally cast to play Indiana Jones? Is it Mark Hamill, Kurt Russell, Tom Selleck, or Nick Nolte? This person was originally cast to play Indiana Jones.
Well, I don't know. But my answer is. Am I supposed to even say the answer, or am I supposed to?
Not yet.
Okay. All right. I'll shut up then, because it was wrong anyway.
It was Tom Selleck.
Oh, wow.
CBS made him pass because he had a contract to do Magnum PI.
Wow. That one wrong.
There is an episode of Magnum PI where he dresses up as Indiana Jones. There's a little nod there.
Oh,
what?
How awesome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
crazy. 3 Men and a Baby was a little underrated too. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the great comedies, though Tom Selleck was the one who the baby liked best, apparently.
Yeah, really? Right. and then the crazy, the conspiracy theory thing with the whole ghost kid that was over there in the corner. Yeah, that was crazy too.
See, and here's one of the things that, having HD and all this new technology, it ruins all the conspiracy theories, because they found out it was like a cardboard cutout or something.
Right.
That stinks. Hey, Scott Franco's in here.
Oh my goodness.
What's up, man?
Love it.
What up, boys? Just made it just in time. Get in here. You can still join. There. Now Joey will have no idea who I am. Different photo. I knew who you were. Greg will be on with us for Jurassic Park week. That'll be a lot of fun.
Oh, that would be a fun one. Yeah.
We spared no expense getting that guest that week.
He will not. He will be undefeated that night.
Yeah. All right. Leaderboard. Yeah, 80s coach up top. Nipsey. Hey, Nipsey. Welcome in, buddy. Lee in here at 98. Or is that Lehigh? Yeah, Lehigh. Darren. And The Godfather, which came out in 72, but we'll let you play. All right, next question, guys. Which one of these ghosts was not featured in the first Ghostbusters? Slimer, Gozer, the Stay Fresh Marshmallow Man, or the Scolari Brothers?
Oh,
which one of those ghosts was not featured in the first Ghostbusters? Actually got to visit 8 Hook and Ladder last summer when the hurricane grounded me in New York. I took the subway down to Chinatown and went over to 8 Hook and Ladder. It's pretty cool.
Oh, how awesome.
Very
nice. When I went to Philly, I've been to Philly a ton of times, but every time I do go, I try to do a little Rocky tour. Go to Mickey's Gym, or what is supposed to be Mickey's Gym, and then I stumbled across some of the places where they filmed Rocky's house. It was pretty cool, pretty dope little spot, and of course the art museum there too.
Oh yeah, I got to run up the steps. I got this one right.
Yep. Scolari Brothers were in Ghostbusters 2, but not Ghostbusters 1.
0-2 for me.
Mm-hmm. And somebody throwing out the gate.
The gate.
Oh my goodness! Wow, that one's
isn't that? I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, and you will correct me. Wasn't that Michael Mann's first film he directed? Because Michael Mann's not known for horror movies, but correct me if I'm wrong on that, chat. But I think it was Michael Mann's first movie.
That might have been.
Let's ask Google. Let's see.
Ask Google. Yeah, look it up.
Michael Mann first.
I want to say his first movie was Band of the Hand.
Lehigh moving up into first place. Nipsey in second. Coach. Jets fan are up in here. Getting on the leaderboard. As a Gen Alpha, I'm way out of my depth here.
You're welcome. You're always welcome. The 80s knows no problem. There knows boundaries.
Yeah, I was telling the guys before the show, my goal for trivia tonight was to pick really familiar movies, but ask questions where you're like,
Yeah.
So hopefully I freeze a lot of you tonight. All right.
Nice.
Scamper says, I'm not in first place. No, you're not. All right. Third question. What is the name of the fictional town John Hughes set all of his films, including The Breakfast Club and 16 Candles? Is it Shermer, Glenbrook, Aurora, or Elmhurst?
Oh. Wow. This one I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I'm guessing on this one. Oh no, I think I guessed wrong. I think I know that.
Oh, I have a fun fact about, is it? I need to double check on this. I think John Hughes gave the Farrelly brothers Dumb and Dumber, if I'm correct in remembering this. Like he wrote the screenplay and gave it to them. They fixed some stuff up, but he like just gave that to them. Took uncredited. It was Shermer. In Weird Science, they have a Shermer High
I put
t-shirt, and then Breakfast Club, it's on there, Sherman High.
Wait. How many people are playing? Because I'm 22nd place. I just want to make sure I'm not the last place.
I mean, there might be more than 20. I mean, Scott Franco joined late, so there are at least 23.
Okay. That makes you feel better.
Darn.
Yeah.
What are cities? Mm-hmm.
I should have known with Joey, because Joey's like movie like super buff. So I should have known these were going to be a little. I should have maybe done a little homework.
There's no doing homework for these. You just either know it or you don't.
I would start Googling 80s movies trivia.
Let's look at the leaderboard. Oh, the 80s coach moving up into first place. Lehigh in second. The Godfather in third. Nipsey. And then Dread Pirates.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
In fifth place there. All right.
I'm the Dread Pirate.
Scott saying he made it and he's in ninth place.
I'm 16th, so he must have gotten both right.
And then I knew that answer because of Jay and Silent Bob reference.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if we could ever do a View Askewverse trivia night, just because of the amount of profanity that would come through this stream. So that probably can't happen, but it'd be fun. All right, let's look at the next question. What state does the Goonies take place? Washington.
Can I phone a friend? Marley, let me get my daughter here.
California or Nevada?
Okay.
What state does the Goonies take place?
I think I know.
I gave you a little hint there too.
Oh,
at least I wrote it down.
Oh wow.
Last I checked, one of these states is not on the coast.
Oh God. And of course, I picked the one.
Let me get my.
Can I go back? Can I redo?
No, can't redo. One of my friends planned his whole wedding around the Goonies.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Hey, you guys.
They got married right there in front of, I forget what that's called, honestly.
Oh, man.
But I wasn't invited to the weddings.
I got it right.
Yeah, Oregon.
I got it right. Correct. Okay, all right.
It was too green. It was too green to be Nevada, and not populated enough to be California.
It did look a little rainy though, so it could have been.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at that leaderboard.
Nice.
Lehigh moving up into first place. Lehigh wants that elite football guys subscription, I guess, tonight. The Godfather moving up into second. Jets fan are down there in fifth. Nipsey and the 80s coach rounding out the leaderboard there. All right, let's move to that next question. What NFL team jersey
I know
Fred
this.
Savage wearing in bed in The Princess Bride? Is that a Bears jersey, a Cowboys, Rams, or Giants?
Not only do I know this, I know what jersey number he was wearing.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
This is a very sweet reference.
Yeah.
Let's go with
my I was telling Tip that my wife is like my litmus test for some of these questions to see if they're too hard or too easy. And she just flat out called me a nerd on this one. She's like, if you know that, you're just like a nerd. So, I know. It's like dagger right to the heart.
That's it's so good. It's so good.
Scampers, what's your favorite coastal state? Not the one I live in. I'll tell you that. All right.
Uh,
Yeah, it is a Chicago Bears jersey.
And it was, if I remember correctly, he was wearing Walter Payton's jersey.
I believe it is 34.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hence the sweet reference.
So I did take out. This was always a Princess Bride question, but it was fill in the quote, and it was, "My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father, prepared to die." But it was like fill in the last part. But I like the part that follows that. And he's like, "Promise me." What does he say? "Promise me riches. Promise me glory."
Oh yes.
I want my father back.
You stupid son of a.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And
I need to watch this movie.
Great Christopher Guest performance.
Oh,
In The Princess
absolutely.
Bride.
Absolutely.
I just watched Best in Show yesterday while I was on the couch, just like chilling, just through quick, brisk 90 minutes of Best in Show. Not an 80s movie, but Christopher Guest. So talented.
That was
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's take a look at the
And you know
leaderboard.
what? And the underrated thing about it is he was in he talked about how he had the scars on his cheeks. He gave the prince the same scars. It was just, I mean, the Count those same scars. Oh, yes. Oh, you need to see this. You need to see this.
We're not going to talk anymore.
I'm going to do it. No, please do it. Well, yeah, you don't want to ruin it. Yeah, so.
We don't want to ruin it all.
Yeah.
Great. Wesley. What a great hero name, Wesley. Yeah, let's go. All right, Godfather moved up into first place. Sweating Glitter has moved up on the leaderboard.
Let's
and I'm
go.
not going to lie, guys. I'm kind of hoping Sweaty Glitter wins tonight.
Let's go.
Just because of the dope name? Yeah, the name's dope.
Yeah,
I like it.
All right. Next question. We're about halfway through the pack. What specific speed must the DeLorean reach to activate time travel and Back to the Future? Is it 86, 88, 90, or 92? Ooh. How fast do they need to get that DeLorean going?
1.21 gigawatts.
Oh man, what is this one?
Oh, I love that. He's only mostly dead. 88.
88. Jack got that one. That was a little too easy. Oh, Charlene, I guess you're Sweating Glitter. Congratulations. You made it on the leaderboard.
Let's go.
Am I excited about the Phoenician scheme? I will address this really quick. I'm actually not. I need Wes Anderson to do something a little different. I am glad that him and Michael Cera finally found each other because we've been waiting for how long for those two to get in the same room. So I'm excited to see that part of it, but I need Wes Anderson to kind of, branch out a little bit. I like it. I enjoy it, but it's time to do something a little different, buddy. All right. Me sitting here hosting a trivia show on YouTube, criticizing Wes Anderson. Look at me go. Right.
Well, you know what? You're just having him live up to his past glory. That's all.
I own all his movies, so I'm not criticizing him that much because I put my money where my mouth is. All right, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Godfather staying in first place there. Sweating Glitter on the 5th place there. Lehigh, 80s coach Nipsey. A lot of the regulars in here. Love to see it. And Scott Frankel saying he saw Back to the Future musical a few months ago.
Oh wow!
I've heard the DeLorean does fly, and it's one of the coolest technological things people have ever seen in a musical. So,
oh wow, okay.
Jeff Blaylock, Joey live streaming on YouTube, insulting Wes Anderson sounds like a scene in a Wes Anderson film. Yeah, it could very well be. And then Scamper's just giving us hockey updates. Kane scored.
Oh,
yeah. You mean Raising Canes?
Take a look. Next question. What is the name of Randy Watson's backing band in Coming to America?
Easy money.
Is it Sexual Chocolate, the
Easy
Watermen, Uptown 5, or the Funktown Brass? And boy, did I emphasize one of those names.
Yeah, you did.
It's so lovely.
I thought it was a trash can. Donations.
Yeah,
she is wonderful.
I'm laughing and crying at the same time. This is so good.
When I was a kid coming to America, like this scene made me laugh harder than I think anything. I believe the children are our future. So good. And then in the sequel, which is not that great, but like the sequel ends with Randy Watson and Sexual Chocolate coming back. Sorry, Joe, if I'm not allowed to say that, but it's the name of a band, so I think I can let that one slide.
It is neither one of those is a 4-letter word.
Right.
Sectional chocolate.
This might be the best joke ever told on the show. We have a brown sectional couch that is named sectional chocolate. That is Lehigh. Well done.
Man,
That is
was a
so
good one.
That boy's good.
That boy
can sing. That boy can
Yeah.
Rocky Marciano. Yeah, oh my gosh. Just every bit of Coming to America is just.
His mama call him Clay. I'm gonna call him Clay. Oh my goodness! I knew I was gonna laugh tonight, but man,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna have
so
a
good.
voice.
Oh man,
Eddie Murphy, man, like he owned the 80s. Like just.
Oh, he did.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at the leaderboard.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think everybody probably knew that one. Oh, sorry, Godfather.
Oh,
Nipsey moving up into first place, the 80s couch, not John Hughes. 5739 in fourth place there, and Lehigh in third place with his sitting on his brown sectional. We love that. And the 80s coach has an answer streak of 3, moving up the board there. All right. 8th question of the pack. What is the top grossing film of the 1980s, bringing in $619 million worldwide?
Oh, I know.
In its original theatrical run? Is it Top Gun, Back to the Future, The Little Mermaid, or E.T.? And interesting enough, this is the only 80s movie left inside the top 100 grossing films of all time. There's only one movie from the 80s left in there.
Wow.
Inflation gets you, folks.
Wow.
We don't talk politics or economics on the show, but yes, it is E.T.
E.T. phone home.
Close movie to many of. I cry every time.
Yeah, it's
impossible.
Filmed in. It's all filmed in my area. It was all filmed in my area. So,
oh wow.
Yeah.
That's
a few years ago. Yeah, there's the park that it's called E.T. Park. You know, whenever there's like it's probably 10 minutes from my house, and whenever there is a kind of like a comet or something like that, that's one of the best places to see it from.
Oh wow.
So just and we always make ET references all over the place. So
do they have like a festival or any type of event or anything like that any time of the year? No. Okay.
No, just
that's pretty cool.
There was a Boogie Nights thing a few years back. So
Boogie Nights Trivia Night will happen. That'll be the very last episode of Trivia Night Live. I am a massive Boogie Nights fan.
Boogie Nights is a good movie.
I could crank out 24 trivia questions about Boogie Nights like that. It's so much more than what people think that movie is if they've never seen it. Like that is a movie about finding family, born into bad circumstances and just building a family around you with who's there. Boogie Nights is an incredible movie. Anyways, one of my favorite things about E.T., what a transition, let me tell you, is that the Mars company that makes M&Ms rejected being in the movie. They, Steven Spielberg reached out to them, said, hey, we want to have M&Ms in the movie. And, Hershey said, hey, we've got these Reese's Pieces. Why don't we try that? And they increased profit margin 65%. And Hershey's became like the top candy making company in the world for a while there in the 80s because of Reese's Pieces and the mistake that they made with Mars.
And that was like they had just come out too. They had just come out. So amazing. Amazing.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah, Jordan. Boogie Nights at 8 so the kids can join.
That's gonna be
shot at the beginning.
That's gonna be late night. That's gonna be on at 11.
That's the last episode of the show.
Right.
Sure. That's crazy.
I can just imagine how many sorry Joes you're gonna be saying that.
24, at least 24 every question.
Yeah, at least. All right. The Godfather moved back into fourth place. Nipsey just hanging up top there. And the 80s coach. I almost said the 80s couch. I just keep thinking of that brown sectional sofa. Keep thinking about it there. Yeah, I think Nipsey is from the Footballguys forums. If I remember correctly. Nipsey. Nice. So welcome back in.
Love it.
All right. Question number 9. In the comedy Weekend at Bernie's, what does recently deceased Bernie not hit when he falls out of the back of the boat? So what does he not hit? 4 channel markers, a pelican, a water ski ramp, or the water? Which one of those does he not hit? I remember sitting in a movie theater with my mother and my grandfather. And when he fell out of the back of the boat, I thought that I had found comedy gold. Weekend at Bernie's. Like,
the Pelican just seemed. Yeah,
he doesn't have the Falcon. He hits the water. He falls out the back of the boat.
Yeah,
that
makes sense.
But when he hits the channel markers, like, do you hear that? It's like, dong.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna find that.
Now I'm remembering it. That's funny.
Again.
Yeah,
that was funny. Oh my
god. And the guy that was the stunt double for Bernie broke like 3 ribs during when he was hitting the channel markers.
Dang.
Yeah. Commitment to the craft, folks. That's why the Academy Award's introducing a stunt Oscar this year. Oh, Lehigh moving up into first place, as Nipsey has never seen Weekend at Bernie's. Let's move to the next question. What kind of creature is Gizmo in 1984's Gremlins? Is he a Micro, a Membic, a Mogwai, or a Mimo? What kind of creature is Gizmo?
Yes.
Archer Coach saying he's never seen Weekend at Bernie's. Don't see Weekend at Bernie's 2. It's not good.
Oh,
not good.
Oh, Tango and Cash reference. Oh, another. Oh, God. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, he is a Mogwai. That might be the most unanimous question so far, people. Knowing what a Mogwai is.
Yeah, sexual chocolate too, I think was.
Sexual chocolate.
The way I said it. Yeah.
Sectional chocolate, though.
Sectional chocolate.
All-time name.
Oh,
Godfather's gotten 3 in a row to get back in the game. We'd love to see it. Jordan, I would have said Gremlin. I don't know if I would have. I guess I can't. If it was a grading of paper, I'd have given you half credit for saying Gremlin. Yeah, Mogwai, also a band, I believe, based in San Francisco. I could be wrong on that. All right, let's get to the next question. Question 11. In Dirty Dancing, what does Baby carry to the party where she meets Johnny? This is my favorite question of the night. Does she carry a watermelon? Does she carry cups, record player, or table? What does she carry to the party?
I don't know. Put her in the corner. That's another good one too.
Mm-hmm. I used to jump off the bed like I was Patrick Swayze when I was a kid.
We've all tried to do the,
oh yeah,
on, run to me,
right.
Let me lift you up.
Yeah, I got to credit my mom's on that one, man. She Dirty Dancing and Where Harry Met Sally. She was up there on those.
I did when I was in New York last summer. I did like a movie walking. I always do a movie walking tour of like movie sites, and I went to Harry's apartment. And I went to the boat club where Sally and Carrie Fisher have lunch. I went to a bunch of their When Harry Met Sally locations. And then all of Central Park. It's like their apartment is literally like there's I forget what avenue. It might be like 7th Avenue goes up next to the Natural History Museum. And then it's like a block up and like 6 houses in. And it's right there.
Yeah.
Central Park.
The writing in that movie, I know it's not the longest movie, but I would have wanted another at least hour out of that movie just because of the writing in itself, man. It was just such a brilliant movie.
They probably cut jokes out of it.
Right. By the way, it's a brilliant movie.
By the way, did you go to Katz's Deli?
Jay Felicio and I are going this summer. I have got him to commit that he's going to go. And I said, Jay, you can't do it. And he goes, no, I'm going to do it. I'm like, you can't reenact the scene. Like, I want to eat the sandwich. He's gonna make a lot of noise though. He's there.
First time in New York. My girlfriend at the time, she started the the scene.
Oh my God.
She didn't want us to get thrown out or have people ask what we were having.
Right.
A retro coach saying, did anyone mention Raiders of the Lost Ark? Nobody did. They should. Great movie. Roadhouse is great. Sniper Mel rips the guy's throat out.
Oh yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
And Raider,
I think you've done enough episodes now that we could have a trivia night. Yeah, we could. I've never met Jay Felicio, and I'm mad about it. It's really not that great. I've met him a lot of times. I've spent a lot of time with him. I've met his family. His family's great. Jay, no. Nope. All right. Yeah, she does carry a watermelon. It's my favorite line in Dirty Dancing. She's like, I carried a watermelon. It makes me laugh. I don't know why. But yeah, Dirty Dancing. Great movie. Leaderboard, Lehigh staying up top there. Wants that Football Guys elite subscription.
Let's go.
Or he just really knows his 80 movies and wants to show off. One or the other. Or she.
That's right. Scampers, when they went to when Scampers was at the expo, that was the year that Jay missed. So
oh, was it?
Yeah. Yeah, and then he and Dame didn't go last year, and Jay was there. Jay was there last year.
All right. Let's move on to the next question here. I seem like I didn't care what you were saying. I care very much what you say, Jorge.
You got to keep things moving.
Talk about Jay. I just really just lose it all. We'll have to send him all this little section of the show because he'll only watch my shows when I talk about him. So like he won't watch anything else. But he's like, "Oh, you talked about me? I'll watch it." Jay. All right. Last question in this pack, guys. What team is featured alongside the Detroit Lions when Harry is telling Jess about his divorce and when Harry met Sally? Is it the Green Bay Packers, the Buffalo Bills, the New York Giants, or the LA Raiders?
I think that guy was wearing a hat. The guy behind his friend Jess. I think he was wearing. Yep, I think he was wearing that hat.
Yeah.
What to that scene when they're filming that scene and while they're doing the wave is just one of the most clever, hilarious pieces of filmmaking.
Yeah, man. And then when Harry talks about the mover, and then he has that shirt, and he's I'm not gonna say it, but like man, like it's written. It's so well written. It's like one of those movies where, like, I like action movies. I like to have a lot of action in it, but with this movie, it's just so well written. It's beautiful.
Because it was at the Meadowlands. Meadowlands.
Yeah.
Yep. There's a little trick in there. That's kind of a hard question, though, but it's a New York movie, so New York Giants.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you've never seen When Harry Met Sally, I think it owes a debt of gratitude to Annie Hall, but we're not allowed to talk about Annie Hall because Woody Allen's canceled, and I get it. But I think When Harry Met Sally probably is the best rom-com of all time.
Yeah.
Annie Hall's great. I love Annie Hall, but it's When Harry Met Sally really did it right.
Yeah. It's my wife's favorite movie.
There's nothing problematic about it.
No.
I got a question for you, Joe, if we got a second. Have you seen Forget Paris?
Yes.
What, like, I know it's nowhere near Harry Met Sally, but what do you consider? Like, what would you say about that one?
If it's Valentine's Day or when I want to watch a romantic movie, I'd put it on like a 3 out of 5.
It's a good movie.
I don't hold it high in my heart, but I like it.
Okay.
Scott, I can't put that up on the screen, but yes, that line is good. And the whole like man and woman can never be just friends. Like there's so much truth to that.
Yes,
that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, let's see who won first trivia pack game. All right. In third place, the 80's coach.
80's coach.
In second place, Nipsey. And in first place, the Godfather moving back up in the first place.
Nice.
Godfather,
right.
hop
Let's
over
go.
to the Fantasy Cares Discord and shoot me a message, and we'll get you that Football Guys elite subscription. We'll get you all signed up for it. Congratulations. We're really proud of you. You can put it in your Twitter bio if you'd like that you are a Trivia Night Live champion. I've never said that. You can do that though. One of these weeks I want to get on. Trivia Night Live. Okay, I'm gonna get this next game going. Why I do that? Jorge and Tip talk about 80's movies. Talk about stuff.
Go ahead, Jorge. Go ahead.
No, what I was gonna say. I mean, have you seen Say Anything?
Is that the one? Is that the one where he's holding the? No, I have not seen that one. I have not.
Okay.
I just remember that, like where he's holding up the boombox.
So probably about 10 years ago, I went to go see Peter Gabriel in concert.
Okay.
And his song "In Your Eyes" is what's being played on the boombox. So he saved "In Your Eyes" for one of the final songs, and all of a sudden, this roadie guy with a long trench coat and wearing a baseball cap brings a boombox up to Peter Gabriel. Peter Gabriel holds it up over his head.
Oh wow!
And then he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. John Cusack." It was John Cusack. Lloyd Dobler brought him and Cameron Crowe, who wrote and directed the movie, was at the Hollywood Bowl that night at the show, and he put on Twitter. He goes, "John Cusack just handed Peter Gabriel a boombox. My mind is just officially blown. I'm, just one of the great concert moments. I love concerts. I especially love 80s movies. This one, that was one of the great moments.
Speaking of blown minds, my mind's blown because we haven't even talked. And I know we're probably going to get there. I get it, but Karate Kid wasn't in the first round.
Coming up.
Okay.
Yep. We'll get to it.
Look, I'm trying to win here, and I need to see some movies that I've seen, and But now, I again, man, 80s was just such a classic time for movies. They just don't make them like that. Like you see movies here and there. I'm like, oh, it's a good movie. They just try to put too much in these movies nowadays, where it was more about, for me in the 80s, it was a lot about the writing and things like that, and like how clever it could be. Man, it's just they don't make them like they do nowadays. It's something else. All right, let me jump in.
Jorge name dropped him, so I'm just going to tell a story really fast. Cameron Crowe, he wrote Fast Times at Ridgemont High. He directed Say Anything. Huge figure in the 80s. I was watching Vanilla Sky one night, and I put on Twitter just to say, there was a scene in Vanilla Sky that I had picked up that was a cover of a Bob Dylan album, the way he shot it. And I put it up on Twitter, and Cameron Crowe liked it, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And then followed me on Twitter, and my mind blew because he directed Almost Famous, my favorite movie of all time. Sent him a very heartfelt message, and he sent me a beautiful reply. And I've never reached out to him again because I'm like, I don't want to. That's it. Like, I talked to Cameron Crowe. Like, he wrote Fast Times at Ridgemont High, which is such an important movie to me. Jerry Maguire, I mean, you name it. The dude is incredible. Such an incredible writer. So.
Yeah.
We'll let some more people jump in there. Game code 356-1132.
All right, my two daughters are gonna play. Mars is one of them, the wolf, and then let's see. I don't know what you're gonna call yourself, but they're logging
in. Get them in there.
They're about to get destroyed with these 80s.
Oh, my daughter's already talking smack. She said everybody's about to get destroyed with these 80 movies.
Okay. All right. Well, good thing I'm not playing. I mean, because I know the answers. Oh, Full Metal Jacket. Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
yeah, that's a good one.
Can't say any of the quotes in that movie.
No.
This is my rifle. No. That's about all we can say. Is this is my rifle.
This is my rifle.
This is for fighting. This is for.
That's funny.
2 out of 3 of our hosts are very cool and coming to SFP in Las Vegas. 1 not so much. That was rude. No, Jorge and I are going to be in Vegas.
We'll be me.
Yeah,
I'll be at Houston.
I'm stopping by as I'm officially drafting at SFBLA, which I better see Scampers and Dame there. But I'll be I'm gonna stop by and say hello to because I got so many Joey and so many other friends who are gonna be at that one. I'm like, man, I'm gonna know more people at the Vegas draft than I'm gonna know at SFBLA.
Sorry, somebody's trying to check me on the Michael Mann thing. Oh yeah, it was his first movie. At the Keep. I was thinking of The Keep, not The Gate. Okay, yeah. Okay, Thief was Michael Mann's first movie. Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah.
Hey, Can't Buy Me Love, another John Cusack one.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give you a couple more minutes to join,
16 Candles, another John. One of his very first roles. But the Lloyd Dobler role is just Tip. That's another one that that it's so clever, and it's like
it was. And it's called Say Anything. Okay, I can remember that. I'll try to make that a point to watch that in the next week.
Yeah.
What was great about Lloyd Dobler is like in the way that Cameron Crowe wrote him, it really broke the mold for a character in a teen movie because he wasn't a popular guy, he wasn't a dork, he wasn't a nerd. He was Lloyd. Like he was just kind of friends with everybody. Like you would see him kind of float through that night and say anything, and just he was kind of friends with everybody. Everybody kind of liked Lloyd.
Everybody loved him because he was Keymaster.
I'd never seen a character like that in a teen movie before. So yeah, it's good stuff.
I know it was like they would do like the dork with the it'd be like the dork who rises up and gets like the head cheerleader or something
Mhm.
like that to kiss him at the end or something like that. But no, it's just the everyman. And yeah, just a magical movie. Oh, Stand By Me and Dead Poets Society.
Nice.
Let's
Two good
go.
ones. Yes.
Great. Yes.
One of
love
my
that one.
when I got married, part of my groomsmen gifts to all my groomsmen was a copy of Stand By Me. Because you'll never have as good of friends as you did when you were 12 years old. And I knew all my groomsmen since I was 16. So it was close. It was close.
Wow.
Oh man.
But, yeah.
Just
Yeah, Stand By Me is a great movie. And there might be a question coming up about Stand By Me. Another Rob Reiner movie. So yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
Rob Reiner, he had that run in the 80s. Princess Bride, Spinal Tap, Stand By Me, Misery.
Oh my God,
Harry Met Sally. Yeah. Rob Reiner.
Yeah,
and then he did North, and his career went. But here's Joey talking on a YouTube show about Rob Reiner and how his career's fallen off. So,
what was
A Few Good Men. He did A Few Good Men too, man. He is
just
Rob Reiner had a run. All right, guys.
If you ever want to hear Kevin Pollak talk about Jack Nicholson's iconic monologue in there, he talks about how he does it and he just nails it on the table read, and then Rob Reiner gives him like notes on how to do it, and he's like, "Well, maybe I'll have to, do it better next time." And it's just like, and Kevin Pollak's like, he just nailed it, and you're giving him notes, but just incredible cast.
100%. But that was in 92. And we're not allowed to talk about that, Jorge.
Yeah.
But I brought it up. But you tried to egg me on, trying to get me to talk about A Few Good Men, but I'm not going to do it. All right, guys. We're going to hop into this next game. It's getting a little late. We want to get out of here tonight. All right. Moving on to the second pack of questions here. We're having too much fun. 3, 2, 1. Steve, I'm going to come back to what you said. Which of these physical media formats was not used for home video in the 1980s? Was it VHS, Laserdisc, Betamax, or HVRS?
Oh,
While you guys ponder that, Steve, I just bought tickets to see Heathers the musical in New York. They're doing a revival of it, and it's got an incredible cast. And Scott Franco was talking about Back to the Future, the guy that played Marty in the Back to the Future on Broadway. He's going to be in it. So yeah, HVRS. I made those 4 letters up. That is not a real format.
I was going to say, what is that?
Betamax and Laserdisc are absolutely real. And Scamper saying HVRS must be contagious. Cool. All right. Let's see. 14 people got that right. I didn't trick many of you on that one. All right. BH up on the Crash Davis. Good reference there. Jack Burton up on the board. All right. I was just asking my husband, what the heck is an HVRS? I made it up. All right. Next question. Which of these 80s movies is not based on a Stephen King book? Stand By Me, The Shining, The Running Man, or Monkey Shines? Which one of those is not based on a Stephen King book? And extra points to the chat if you can tell me what movie that's from where Stephen King's looking like that. All right. You don't say it, but do you guys know the answer to this one?
Yeah, no. I do know that is Stephen King.
I think I do.
On the screen, but I did not know the answer.
By the way, Stand By Me, very underrated soundtrack. Just very underrated.
That was a guess. So yeah.
Yeah, Monkey Shines was not. Stand By Me, Stephen King, The Shining, Stephen King, and The Running Man. Although Stephen King hates The Shining. He does not like Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. Maybe because Stanley Kubrick in the beginning of The Shining, when they're driving up to the overlook, there's a red car that's overturned on the road. And that was Stanley Kubrick basically saying, sorry, Steven, this is my movie, not your book. So,
okay, references.
Fun fact, my twin daughters dressed as the Shining twins last Halloween. And in fact, I'll send you guys, they did a really They did a really, really creepy imitation of the two of them. That just it's still.
wow.
These are my daughters, and it raised the hair on my arms.
Oh wow.
So I'll send it to you guys after the show.
Heck yeah. I'll see that.
There may be a Beetlejuice question coming up.
Oh, Beetlejuice.
Snap.
Yeah. All right. Oh, quiz. What is the name of the book given to those who pass on in Beetlejuice? Is it the Guidelines to the Afterlife, the Handbook for the Recently Deceased, the Bible to the Life Beyond, or You're Dead? Now what? What's the name of the book given to those who pass on in Beetlejuice?
Let's see.
I like the chat is just calling
Let's
out. Yes,
see.
that the Stephen King that was from Creepshow, which I watched last year. It's still good. It's like a segmented scary movie. It's still good.
Let's see, did I get it right? Did I get it right?
No,
We'll see.
I think I did. Let's see.
Apparently, I made it on the podium last time. After
Did
the
you?
last one.
Look at
Yeah.
you go.
I'm on a different name this time. Oh,
It is the Handbook
I got
for the
it.
Recently
Yes.
Deceased.
I got it wrong.
All right. Let's check out that leaderboard. Crash Davis still hanging up top there. And this is going to be for a Scott Fishbowl spot. Sweating Glitter. Charlene, you're up there. We love it. Jordan's up on the board. BH Sports
Yes.
Joker. Look at them all go.
And Tip, you're gonna be a Houston SFB.
I will be there.
Awesome.
I will
Let's
be
go.
there.
All right. Next question. What does Mr. Hand do to Jeff Spicoli when he shows up late to class on the first day in Fast Times at Ridgemont High? He makes him sit in the back, makes him teach the class, rips up his schedule, or makes him order a pizza for the class. What does Mr. Hand make Jeff Spicoli do when he shows up late on the first day of school?
That's another good one too, man. Another really good movie.
If
I like when Spicoli's having the dream.
Oh yeah.
And the guys that interview him with the surf, he's like, "Where'd you get this jacket?" I don't know. It's just funny. Well, Stu, I'll tell you. Very important movie to me growing up, and not just because of Phoebe Cates, but a lot because of Phoebe Cates.
Phoebe Cates,
Yeah.
very important.
You
Yeah.
know who she married?
Kevin Kline.
Kevin Kline. Yeah.
And
She
aren't they
basically retired
still-
from acting? Yeah.
Aren't they
they're still married.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Whenever Kevin Kline's on the red carpet, you'll see her pop up. Like, oh, there's Phoebe Cates.
Yeah.
She just wanted to be, she wanted to be a mom. More power to her.
And she still looks good. So she looks great. More power to her. Hey. Yeah. But thank you for your service. That red bikini forever in this teenager's mind.
Yeah, he does rip up his schedule. Later in the movie, Spicoli does order a pizza to class, but on the first day, he rips up his schedule and he calls Mr. Hand a very mean word that we can't repeat.
Yeah.
All right.
Doesn't
Next
this
question.
Make it our time?
Go ahead.
Doesn't this make it our time?
Oh, Charlene moving to the top of the board. Love to
Let's
see it. Crash Davis moving down
go.
to second. All right, let's take a look. Next question. What horror movie franchise did not launch in the 1980s? Friday the 13th, A Nightmare on Elm Street, Child's Play, or Halloween? Which of those horror movie franchises did not come out in the 1980s? Excuse me, La Bamba?
I think I know too.
Well, somebody had something I wanted to come back to. Oh, man, I'm going to go find it. Oh, yeah, no, I already did. It was Heather's.
Oh
Yeah. Halloween came out in 78.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Okay.
Nightmare on Elm
Friday the
Street.
13th came out in 1980, so it was really, really close, but yeah.
Was Child's Play late 80s?
Yeah, it was like 87.
Yeah.
I have this really annoying talent where I can name like pretty much any movie within 2 years. That's really bad. Like,
I love it. I love
I
it.
wish I could take all that brain information and like put it towards something good.
But you're doing this right now. Let's
well,
go.
it's true. This is true. Let's keep-
Nightmare on Elm Street. I could not go to sleep after seeing that because I was worried that.
The problem isn't you can go to sleep, just you better wake up.
Yeah.
If you don't wake up,
Mhm.
it doesn't turn out very good for you. All right. Charlene hanging up top at the leaderboard, only by 17 points, though. It's very, very close. Ladarius is in here tonight. Ladarius, what's up, buddy?
Yo,
Good
what's
to
up?
see you. He's the highest climber.
Ladarius, what's up, brother? It's good to see you.
Yeah, Scampers. This New York year is all about food. There's a lot of food places I'm going to. That and all those filming locations for Baby Girl. That's my New York year this year. So if no one's seen Baby Girl, it's on HBO Max right now. Great George Michael Neal drop in that movie. All right, next question. What was the name of the naval base in Top Gun? Was it Miramar, Point Loma, Lenmore, or Ensenada? What was the name of the naval base in Top Gun?
Guessing on this one.
Fun fact, Joey, do you know this one? There was somebody turned down the playing Danger Zone of an 80s rocker turned down in the Danger Zone before Kenny Loggins took it.
Who was it?
Brian Adams.
Really?
Yeah.
Kenny Loggins is better.
Yeah, Kenny Loggins is. Yeah.
I love Brian Adams, but I don't think anybody could have done it better.
I mean, I don't mind Brian Adams, but Kenny Loggins is kind of like the patron saint of 80s movie soundtracks.
Mm-hmm.
Footloose,
Absolutely.
And no, Hall & Oates can be little, especially with Look Who's Talking. Like that was they were all over Hall & Oates. They were in there too. But yeah, Kenny Loggins, 100%.
I'm saying, how old was everyone in '89? I was 7. Jorge, how old were you?
I was. 7. I turned 22 in '89.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was 7.
You look great, buddy.
Thank you,
7.
I was 82, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, E.T. came out that year.
So did The Simpsons.
Oh, E.T. was 81.
82.
E.T. and Rocky were 80. No, it was 82. You're right.
82. Yeah.
82.
Yeah, 89 was The Simpsons. Yeah.
Did we already do an ET question? Oh, I didn't talk about my. Okay, so my
Yeah,
ET fact. This is really great. ET lost Best Picture to Gandhi at the Academy Awards, and Richard Attenborough was shocked. He said, "I thought for sure that ET was going to win. It's a better film. It's a better. It's more magical." His quote's very beautiful. Well, the quote Steven Spielberg heard. They became friends during that. And when Steven Spielberg went to make his big movie in the 1990s, he cast Richard Attenborough as John Hammond.
Oh, look at that! See,
that's how they
it never hurts to say something nice about Steven Spielberg.
And now no one knows Richard Attenborough for directing movies. They know him because he was John Hammond. So, yeah. Always be nice to people, doesn't? Oh,
they're sending you to Miramar.
Oh, I know. Charlene falling down a spot. 3 points ahead, Crash Davis. He's dealing with a lot of today, so we're going to let him go. Sports Joker. Got 4 answers in a row. Daniel LaRusso's in here. Wax on, wax off.
That's me. That's me.
Oh, is it? Nice. But then Gandhi 2 starring Weird Al. There are no UHF questions on the show tonight. There should be, but there are none. All right. Next question. We're having too much fun. What is the final destination Clark Griswold plans on taking his family in National Lampoon's Vacation? Is it the Grand Canyon, Magic Mountain, Wally World, or Knott's Berry Farm?
Sorry. Okay.
Which was actually filmed at a local an amusement park out here in SoCal. Oh shit! Sorry. Oh no,
it's fine. I believe the actual location was Magic Mountain, wasn't it?
It was.
Or Pacific Park, which is Magic Mountain now. Yeah, it was Wally World. Yeah. I got some
the scene of them running up to Wally World was amazing, and then all to find that it was closed for 2 weeks. Man, I think I would have probably done the same thing too. Like, come on, like that. That was a road trip from hell. Like,
Clark Clark
I
tried
love-
to take him there, but then they got behind the logging truck from Final Destination. You know. All right. Yeah, I like Vacation, but Christmas Vacation for me is I don't know. I think it's kind of the one you see first.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think it's funny when he gives Russ his first beer and Anthony Mikey Hall just like chugs it. Yeah, it's funny. All right.
Though Christy Brinkley. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to talk about it, but very important scene. Yeah. This is crazy. This is crazy.
This is crazy.
Yeah. Crash Davis. It's got an 8-point lead over Charlene. Sports Joker, BH. Up on the board, Daniel LaRusso still there. All right. Next question. We've got 5 questions left. In Purple Rain, what body of water does Prince's character, the kid, tell Apollonia she must purify herself in?
Oh, wow.
Lake Minnetrista, Lake Minnewawa, Lake Minnewaska, or Lake Minnetonka?
Okay. I was about to say, you're going to have to read these out because the way you hyphenated them, I was like, hold on, I know how to spell this.
This is the only part of trivia I practiced tonight was saying those 4 names.
It's a Dave Chappelle.
Very important 80s movie moment.
Dave Chappelle showed homage to this too. So
yes,
you guys are Chappelle.
Oh, that's
he showed homage to this.
Yeah. Shout out Scott Fish for all the Minnesota love here.
Supposedly they got beat by Prince's group and they were all in Prince was playing basketball in heels. So
ow, man.
Yes, I have seen Black Rain Campers.
So funny.
I got the pleasure of seeing Prince in concert 3 times.
I saw him once.
Oh,
and oh man, just a musical genius.
Man, magical.
Yep.
Just absolutely magical.
Like crazy.
Oh.
All right, I'll see how the leaderboard's doing. Oh, Charlene moving back into first place.
All right.
A little slow on the draw on that question. Still got it right, it looks like, but it was a little slow. All right, move on to the next one. Got 4 questions left.
Oh,
in which New York City borough does Do the Right Thing take place? Is it Brooklyn, the Bronx, Queens, or Staten Island?
Oh, I got logged out. Okay, no.
I don't know.
I know this one.
For my money, this might be the best film of the 1980s. It is Brooklyn.
So good. So good.
Incredible movie.
So good. So good.
So if you've never seen Do the Right Thing, you should definitely see it. Radio Raheem,
man. Oh, yeah. Now you want to talk about cry? Yeah.
Yep. All right. Let's see how the leaderboard's looking. Charlene hanging tough at the top of the leaderboard. Jordan moving up. He's gotten 3 in a row. Look at him go. He's got the Doc Brown wig on. Look at that. Look at him go. Hey, Vincent here. Did anybody ever see the movie Tron?
Oh, wow.
Let me tell you, Jeff Bridges has the greatest joke that's about somebody, I forget who it was talking about video games. He's like, man, I just got sucked in this video game last night. It was like Grand Theft Auto. I was playing for hours. And Jeff Bridges is like, yeah, man, I got sucked into a video game one time. Like, oh, what game? He's like, Tron. It's like, only Jeff Bridges could tell that joke. And I was like, oh my God, so good. So great.
Jeff Bridges, who I just learned was originally cast as Tom Hanks's character in Big. He originally read for it before Tom Hanks. And then I just saw it on like a Facebook reel yesterday.
Wow.
I would kind of love to see the Jeff Bridges version of Big.
That would have been funny.
Another important movie. 88, Big. All right.
Oh, such a good movie.
Next question. How many students are in detention together in the Breakfast Club? Students. 4, 5, 6, 7. How many students are in detention?
I love that.
Oh man, because the main character, there was another one in there. Oh god. Okay. It's a good question.
You mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Let's see.
Oh man.
Everybody's doing the counting in their head.
Mm-hmm.
Seven seconds left. Thank you, Mel. I will have to say that these are my favorite questions that I've written. Might not be the hardest, might not be the best, but they're my favorite ones put together.
At first, I thought it was
5.
At first, I thought it was 6, but then I was like, no, there was only 2 girls, 3 boys and 2 girls.
3 boys, 2 girls, the janitor and principal.
Oh, maybe that's what I was thinking of, the janitor. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Isn't that amazing?
That's great.
I'm shocked my high school did it. They did the Breakfast Club on stage because it just works. Wow. I'm surprised Broadway has never picked that up for stage adaptation because it very well might have happened. I just don't know about it, but it just seems so ripe for it.
Yeah, it does work.
Right. Oh, Charlene falling down to 4th place. Can't she make it back? We'll have to see Crash Davis staying up top there. We love you, Crash, but we're happy for Charlene. All right. Let's take a look. Next question. What move does Daniel LaRusso use to finish Johnny Lawrence at the All Valley Karate Tournament in The Karate Kid? Is it a crane kick, a tiger claw, a monkey swipe, or a dragon foot?
Dragon foot.
And if you've seen Cobra Kai, you have to know this answer.
Right.
So
this is kind of an easy one.
Here's the question without talking about it. Was that move legal?
Probably not.
I don't think I don't know the rules, but I heard somewhere that it wasn't. What is it, Jorge?
Well, because earlier in the tournament, somebody had gotten penalized for contact with the face.
Yeah.
So he kicked him in the nose.
Huh.
I think that was part of Barney on How I Met Your Mother's argument for Daniel LaRusso as the villain of.
Yes.
You know what? Yeah, a lot of people did say that he was, and it's funny in Cobra Kai. At the beginning, he kind of was. He kind of was like, kind of a jerk, and yeah.
But it all, and actually, the beginning of Cobra Kai, where Johnny is saying it was an illegal kick, it was an illegal move.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Cobra Kai, the great
Another
series.
good one. Yeah,
great
very
series.
good series. They did a really good
finish.
job. Yep.
Really good finish.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's look at the leaderboard. All right, Crash staying up top there. He's got a pretty good lead, not completely commanding. He's got to get the last question right. I think you're heading into the last question here. All right. Last question of the pack. What does John Nada run out of in the 1998 John Carpenter classic They Live? Dams, bullets, laser discs, or bubblegum? What does he run out of? The great Rowdy Piper.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Oh,
that's right. Joey's guy.
Got to meet him a year before he passed away. He was my hero as a kid.
How cool!
A lot because of this movie. There is a 15-minute fight sequence in this movie that is absolutely ridiculous. Like him and Keith David just go at it in an alley, and it is hysterical and great and wonderful. And everyone should see They Live because it's amazing. Oh wait, let me. While we're waiting for the answer to come up,
bubblegum.
I mean, there's my copy of They Live signed by Rowdy Piper.
Look at that!
Wow.
Yeah,
man, that's nice.
Joy, what's the line? What's the line? The bubblegum line?
I have come here to do 2 things: blank butt and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum. No awesome. Sorry Joe's on my watch today. Yeah, it is bubblegum. All right. Let's move to the podium. In 3rd place, Charlene. Yeah. Good job coming on the podium there. Sports Joker in 2nd, and in 1st place by a little over 100 points, Crash Davis. Crash, go ahead and reach out to me on the Fantasy Cares Discord, and we will get you that Scott Fishbowl spot. Congratulations on making it to Scott Fishbowl. Well, guys, we've come to the sad portion of the evening, but I want to give you guys both a minute to kind of shout out what's going on with you guys, what you're doing. Jorge, go first. What's going on with you, buddy?
Well, gosh, in a few weeks, I just finished work on working on a big team project, our Fantasy Life, Matthew Berry's Fantasy Life magazine, that's going to be available on newsstands late June there. So get it out there. But yeah, everybody, check out fantasylife.com, sign up for the newsletter, also sign up for the Football Guys newsletter. Got so much great stuff coming up for you guys. I mean, so much great content. It's just, keep checking it out. I'm gonna write some later in the summer, but right now I'm touching almost every article. So enjoy it.
Beautiful. Tip, what you got going on, buddy?
Yeah, so you can find me Odds Checkers US, working with them, doing content, video content for them on TikTok, and then also written content as well in the betting and fantasy space. So I'm over there with them, and of course, the great Football Guys with this guy Joey Wright, and working with them, the staff writer for them. I'm excited about what's to come this season, because it's going to be some fun stuff coming down the pipe. I can't wait to be a part of it, writing content for them and just getting everybody to win some fantasy leagues. I mean, that's what we're all here for, right? We're here to win some money. We're here to brag to our other league mates. And that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to help you guys out with. We've already started it. You've seen the rookie draft guides. You've seen all of the great content that we're pulling out there. And I just can't wait for it, man. So get ready and buckle up. We're ready.
Awesome. Absolutely. Well, guys, definitely check out both these guys and all their content, everything coming out later this summer. Join over at Football Guys. Go to fantasycares.org, make a donation, all the fun stuff. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Next week, we'll be back with NBA trivia. So there's been a great Knicks Pacers series that's been going on. I don't know what the Timberwolves score is. I haven't checked in on it yet. We'll see who makes it to the finals. I wouldn't mind seeing the Knicks and Timberwolves. I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll see. Guys, next week, have a good one.
Salud.
Peace.
I got to get the intro video. I always forget to go to that first.